Charles Dickens was famous for writing musicals. Charles Dickens wrote a number of famous novels, including Oliver Twist and Great Expectations. False. Which two are famous UK landmarks? Snowdonia and Notre Dame, Loch Lomond and Notre Dame, Snowdonia and Loch Lomond, Grand Canyon and Loch Lomond. Snowdonia is a national park in North Wales. Loch Lomond is the largest expanse of fresh water in mainland Britain and probably the best known part of the Trossachs National Park. Snowdonia and Loch Lomond. Which of the following statements is correct? Rugby was introduced to ancient Britain by Viking invaders. Rugby originated in England in the early 19th century. Rugby originated in England in the early 19th century and is a very popular sport in the UK today. Rugby originated in England in the early 19th century. In everyday language, people may say, "Rain stopped play." With which sport is this phrase associated? Football, cricket, rugby league, horse racing. The expression "rain stopped play" is associated with cricket. The phrase has now passed into everyday usage. Cricket. Which two of the following are Christian groups? Roman Catholics and Baptists, Hindus and Baptists, Roman Catholics and Sikhs, Roman Catholics and Buddhists. Roman Catholics and Baptists are Christian groups. Baptists are a Protestant Christian group. Other Protestant groups include the Church of England, Methodists, Presbyterians and Quakers. Roman Catholics and Baptists. Which two are influential British bands? The National Trust and the Rolling Stones, the National Trust and the Beatles, the Rolling Stones and the Beatles, the Rolling Stones and the Royal Family. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones are two influential British bands that continue to have an influence on music both in the UK and abroad. The Rolling Stones and the Beatles. Which of the following statements is correct? Big Ben is a mountain in eastern England. Big Ben is the nickname for the Great Bell of the Clock at the Houses of Parliament. Big Ben is the nickname for the Great Bell of the Clock at the Houses of Parliament in London. Many people call the clock Big Ben as well. Which of these is the name of a novel by Jane Austen? Sense and Sensibility, Far from the Madding Crowd, Oliver Twist, Our Man in Havana. Jane Austen was an English novelist. Her books include Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. Her novels are concerned with marriage and family relationships. Many have been made into television programs or films. Sense and Sensibility. Is the statement below true or false? Most people live in the countryside in the UK. Most people in the UK live in towns and cities, but much of Britain is still countryside. False. Which is the most popular sport in the UK? Football, rugby, golf, tennis. Football is the UK's most popular sport. It has a long history in the UK and the first professional football clubs were formed in the late 19th century. Football. Sir Mo Farah and Dame Jessica Ennis-Hill are well-known athletes who won gold medals at the 2012 London Olympics. Sir Mo Farah won gold medals in the 5,000 and 10,000 meters, and Dame Jessica Ennis-Hill won a gold medal in the heptathlon. True. Which season of orchestral classic music has been organised by the BBC since 1927? The Eisteddfod, Aldborough Festival, the Proms, Glastonbury. The Proms is an 8-week summer season of orchestral classical music that takes place in various venues, including the Royal Albert Hall in London. It has been organised by the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, since 1927. The Proms. Is the statement below true or false? People can see the crown jewels at the Tower of London. True. People can see the crown jewels at the Tower of London. True.